Hi everyone, welcome again to Hacking Money Online. As always, our motto is hack it, earn it, and keep it. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you 10 of my favorite KDP tools and resources that have helped me average $4,000 per month over the last year. So if you are new here, guys, subscribe and click on the bell in order to not miss the following content. Let's start. So these tools cover a range of different areas, including cover design, interior design, niche research, categories, marketing, and a mini masterclass at the end about advertising. Okay, so first up is Bookboard, my best investment ever. I've used them to design 1500 books and I'm never gonna switch at anyone else. I've tried Canva, Adobe Illustrator, and Photoshop to design covers, but it was nowhere near as straightforward as Bookboard. I mainly use Bookboard for cover design, but they have a range of other features included in their membership, such as Keyword Helper, Book Category Finder, hundreds of interiors that you can download and use. With the Pro membership, which is $19.99, you gain access to PuzzleWiz, which is a great tool for creating activity books. You can generate crosswords, word searches, sudokus, mazes, word scramble. Connected dots are much more perfect for children's activity books. As you can see, it's very easy to design book covers. I thought I'd give you a quick example of me creating a budgeting planner. I put together a very basic design as I didn't want the video to drag on for too long. There is a range of fonts to use, and you can also import fonts that you've bought or that are a part of their Creative Fabrica subscription. You can also import all of your graphics, backgrounds, and elements. Over the past 2 years of using Bookboard, I've discovered a lot of little gems that I haven't seen anyone else talking about. If you want me to create a video showcasing all of these little cover design tips, please let me know in the comments. Once you have finished your cover design, you simply click download. You will be shown a preview without all of the guidelines. You then click download, and now you have a PDF file which is ready to upload to Amazon. Next up is Creative Fabrica. I use this for my fonts and graphics. As you can see here, we've got access to over 80,000 fonts and over 4 million graphics, and they've got some really nice fonts. There's so much choice, and you can see that some of these fonts could transform your book from average to something special. With the graphics, you can choose backgrounds, and as you can see, there are some really good backgrounds here. They also have KDP interiors here. So that means there's even less work for you to do because you've got some interiors here already created. They've also got book mockup templates that you can use for your advertising. That's especially good for social media. And they have a specific print on demand section. With this print on demand section, Creative Fabrica states that you don't need to modify these things in any way, so you can use them as is, whereas the other graphics you need to modify those. So you can take little pieces or little elements from the graphics and use it to create something unique, but with this print on demand section we don't need to worry about any of that. Next is the eyedropper Chrome extension tool. I've used this tool thousands of times. You may not think this tool is important, but it can really help in designing desirable covers. If you come across attractive books, websites, or t-shirts with effective color combinations, you can simply copy the exact color and apply it to your design. Eye-catching color combinations are really important for helping your book stand out amongst the rest. Colorhunt is what I use when I need some color inspiration for my covers. As I mentioned earlier, colors are extremely important for enticing customers. Colorhunt gives you thousands of color combinations for free. They have different categories that may be what you're looking for, such as vintage, pastel, Halloween, Christmas, or kids. If you have a certain color in mind, you can simply type in the search bar. It will then show you a range of different combinations and how many likes each combination has received. Let's say we want to create a planet for men. We can choose this popular combination here. We can then click on each color's hex code and paste it straight into Bookbox Cover Designer. What good is making amazing book covers if you can't find a lucrative niche to publish in? So next up is DS Amazon Quickview. It's a Chrome extension that shows the bestseller rank of your competitors. If you haven't watched my niche research video, I explained how important the bestseller rank is when deciding whether or not to publish in certain niches. In my niche research video, I also mentioned AMZ Search Expander, which is another Chrome extension. It provides keywords that Amazon will suggest before and after the keywords that you have entered. This is helpful for filling the 7 keyword boxes, but also for ideas on sub-niches to publish in to increase your chance of selling. Next up is KDP category browser. Finding the relevant category is a struggle for a lot of people. This is a handy tool for finding the perfect place for your books. If you spot a book selling well in a niche that you wish to publish in, you can use this tool to discover what category paths are working well. I also use Bookball to find categories. You can simply type in any keyword relating to your niche and they will provide you the most relevant niche down categories. Next up is Google Slides. I use Google Slides to create most of my interiors. It's free to use and it's what I've used since I first started publishing. First, you set up the page size. In this quick example, I've gone with 6 by 9 inches. This is the method I use to create lined journals. Obviously, you can make much better design than this. There are tons of different fonts and features. You can also add images to your interior to make them even more unique. When you are happy with your design, you simply copy the slides until you have the desired amount of pages. In this case, I've gone with 120 pages. Then all you need to do is download as PDF file and then it's ready for uploading. Next on the list is a free and powerful marketing tool. Linktree allows you to create a list of all your books. This is perfect for social media advertising. You can simply pop your Linktree URL into your Instagram, Pinterest, or TikTok bio. You can also add the URL to Facebook posts so people can easily browse your collection. Every link you add can be linked straight to your book on Amazon. This makes it super easy for the interest customer to purchase without any hurdles. I personally choose to make 2 links for each book I advertise, one which takes the customer straight to Amazon.com and the other one for Amazon.co.uk. You can customize your Linktree homepage appearance with a number of different designs. I would recommend going for the free version if you don't have a big social media audience. However, if you have a large following, the paid version will give you access to detailed analytics and conversions for only $6 a month. So I'll give you an example of how I use Helium 10 for my manual Amazon advertising. So let's take the budget and planner that we made earlier. I'm gonna look on Amazon for similar books that are selling well. So as you can see, this is a bestseller. It's a similar sort of niche and Here are some details that the Helium 10 Chrome extension gives you. So you can easily copy the SN and it tells you the BSR as well. But if we click on this, it will give you even more information. And straight away, this little graph shows you how many times the book has sold in the last 30 days. So every time the graph dips, that means the book has sold. And this is basically the BSR. So as you can see, here it's 5,493rd bestseller in the US marketplace. And every time this graph gets lower, that means the BSR is even better. So 3,000 BSR here, and then if it doesn't sell as well, slowly, the BSR slowly rises again. But it's a very good indicator in how well a certain book is selling. And if there's a potential in certain niches, you can also go to 90 days, a year, an all time. And you can also see the history of the book price changes. So it was always $599, and then they decided to put up the price just to test it out. And as you can see, the BSR started going up to 13,000, 11,000, 12,000. So then they dropped the price again to 599. And then the BSR slowly starts to come down again. But this feature is also handy for your own book. So if you've got a book that's selling well and you're trying to play about with the price, increasing it, you can check this graph out to see how your BSR has changed in relation to your book price changes. So that's very handy in itself. But if you come over to this tab here and click on keywords, it will take you over to the Helium 10 website. It will give you a list of all the keyword phrases that it's been indexed for. So you can simply copy all of these into your own manual ad campaign, and that's a strategy I've used for the last 4 or 5 months now. But I'll show you how to do that in a second. This speech here is also handy for your keywords if you're struggling to fill out those 7 boxes, and it shows you the frequency of each word in all of these search terms. Okay, so back to the strategy. What I do is click on the search volume, and then it will sort it from highest to lowest in terms of search volume, and then I go to export data as Excel SX file, which will open up in Excel, and then I will select the first 333 search terms. I'll explain in a minute why I've chosen 333. So you just copy all of those, and then we can come over to our Amazon advertising campaign. I've put in the campaign name budgets in planner, daily budgets of 5, manual targeting, targeting down bids, only standard text, and choose keyword targeting. And then you can simply enter your list. Okay. And we'll start with low bids. So I normally go with 11 cents. And the reason I selected 333 search terms is because if we tick all 3 of these boxes, that will add up to 999. And you can only do up to 1,000 search terms per advertising campaign. So once we've done this advertising campaign, we can do another one exactly the same. But then we can choose the next 333 search terms. And what I like to do at this point is I'll go through all of these words, and if there is some that really don't apply, you can just take those out. Or you can take a chance because the bids are so low and see what happens. But I prefer to go through the list and just take the ones out that don't apply to my book. But for this demo, we'll just go ahead and add those. Okay, and I won't add things that have like slashes in them or brackets, so we just forget those, and they're not relevant anyway. So once you've done that, you can just launch the campaign. And you can let that run for a week or two, keep checking it. But in the future video, I'll go through this in a lot more detail and how I go for it and optimize it, taking out negative keywords or phrases, and a few other tricks that I use. Like I said earlier on, I think Helium 10 and using this ad strategy has really helped me to scale my profits. It is quite pricey, but you get what you pay for it in this world. And I think it's worth it. But I wouldn't recommend buying it until you know your books are desirable and your designs are good enough level. There is no point using the strategy in a book that has substandard cover design because you would just waste your money and I wouldn't want that for you. So this is the end of this video. I hope it has been helpful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.